already exists. Perfect. HackMatrix recursion. Okay, so we're going to do some art. And that's what we do every day is art, but today we're definitely going to do art. First thing is first, I have another camera to open up. I tried to open up the wrong one. Okay, so there is the mural, or part of it. You can actually see X, Y coordinates. The wall came chipped like that with paint chips, like massive ones. So I just painted over them. I'm just going to paint a mural over it. Okay, I'm going to go over to this side and sit for a moment. Make some paint, or maybe just get some paintbrushes. Ooh, I like this idea. I'll probably use the back. Okay, so it's difficult to see on the webcam. Do you see how there's some purple on this book? That's because I used the book as a thing to put paint on. I don't know the name of it. But I can do the same with this tarot card. I've got already have it on my fingers. So I can do the same with this tarot card. Except I don't want to I don't want to use the face of it. I don't want to deface it, so I'm just going to put it on the mandala on the back. Okay, I kind of made a mess of it, but c'est la vie. Goopy goopy paint shit. Okay, so let's get a feel for what we're going to be doing with this paint. Let us go take a look at our map. Our map has disappeared. Very unfortunate. Look at this. There used to be a great map in the sky. And the great map in the sky is gone. I think I know what happened. But it's still somewhat upsetting. The map is gone. Actually, maybe I don't know what happened. Maybe I think I know what happened. but there's a mystery yet. Let's put an M for mystery. I don't even think you can see what I wrote. That's unfortunate. Okay, right there, just barely. Yeah, this is where I painted it. Maybe I can paint it larger so you can see it better. Here, let me use. I used that. I used that thickness. You can't even see it. I'm going to use something thicker. You can kind of see that it's not right. So the map is gone, and we have a very slow program. Now, you can see that I tried to write mystery on the wall. It's so pixelated. Okay, let's go use the webcam over here. This one I think is a little better, and it has a light if we want to use the light. The light on the temple. Okay, so let me put my paintbrush down. Boom. Brighter. More light. Okay. Okay, what's the best angle to have this set up at? First off, moving way too fast for the type of stuff we're doing. Okay, you can see the backing term this way. It also kind of throws the perspective off a bit. It's something like, I think I'm going to open a terminal here real quick. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this terminal is just write a small descriptor of what, well, if it doesn't crash, and it didn't crash, nice, I thought it did. That's fine. Okay. I've totally lost my paintbrush. Okay, so the only thing I want here is I want to, let's see, Calce Foo. So let's see. I'll say F tux. It's a mystery. Happen. Okay. Oops. So I think something like that works. Okay, let's take a look at the art we're doing here. What I'm doing here. There's the mystery is. Well, my paintbrush got kind of messed up. Okay, so there's a Y in here. I don't think, so there's an S right here, a Y right here, and an S right here. Problem is I don't think there's enough space for me to thicken that up. So I could try to just write over that S. It's pretty thick S if I try to make a Y out of it. So maybe I do just make a Y, a thin Y. And just do something like that. Let me show what that was. So it was a full brush stroke down this way, and then I just tapered it off down this way. So it just gets smaller at the center point. I'll try to do that one again. Oof. Okay, so we'll do that again. That should have worked as well. It's got a little different shape to it. This still sort of looks like a flower petal or something. And I think I can do something like that and then exit with a twist. So, like that. And for the S, I think I can not sure what to do for the S. So that looks like a 5. I can do the same thing for this side too. Okay, so this sort of looks like an S, right? I had some weird space to play with there. That looks like an S to me. So, or a 5. I just want to, before I do this and before I get self-conscious as I'm painting because of a spelling issue. I want to check that my spelling of this word is correct. Alright, let's do a T now. And check this out, guys. Okay, so I think that's a decent T. Okay, so I got absolutely carried away with the rotations of my paintbrush. I think I rotated like 5 times. So. Okay, so I think I want it to sort of curl and then get thick. So get thin and then get it's a very tall R, very tall. The word just, I think, keeps getting bigger as I move to the right. Or maybe it's a slanted R. It's just very up. Very Y. Very Y, actually. Very Y. My right leg hurts so bad. Actually, I think I want to do something like that. And I think I want to fix that too. There we go. I think the Y is probably going to be the most normal letter. I had the most limited space for it. Okay, let me put this paint down on the tarot card for a second. Mystery got really big there at the end. Classic. The mystery of the missing map. So as you can see on the design board, there is a map there. And this map that is the map that is missing in the game. But before we deal with missing map stuff, we can move on from mural art. Actually, maybe we shouldn't. The reason I say that, let me increase some speed and move over here. That's not going to show anything. It's not much, but there's still paint. So let's get it on that. Just real quick. So now I'm getting to the point where I can't remove anymore from the card, so I have to think about how I want the back of the card to look, because I don't want it to look like a mess. So I have to actually be conscious about how I paint that. But anyways, I was making another story to this box here. And the reason for that is because it was an arrow, and I don't want to get it confused with the y-axis, because there is no y letter here. Okay, check this out. Check this out, guys. So my hypothesis is that acrylic, where is this? Yeah, so that's a card. My hypothesis is that acrylic paint, there's enough on the back to act as glue. Maybe that's legit, maybe it's not. Okay. There we go. So this was, let's see how to show this. I'll use this, right? Oh, got it on my hand. Okay, so I'll use this point right here. So this right here, you can see a little purple shooting, so there's, you know, the right angle right here, right there, that's the right angle. So there's something that's like 45-degree angle that goes downwards in this way. There's the edge of it. That's part of an arrow that was in the y-axis, specifically, the up. You can see that, oh my gosh, I'm lost. Hold on. You can see that there, up. The y. The x, which I think from this perspective, I would say that the positive actually goes this way in like OpenGL, for at least the way that I'm seeing it on my screen right now. If I look at it here, it's actually the same thing. So that actually, I think that might need to be a negative x. Either way, yeah, so this was originally an arrow. So I turned it into, I don't know, 2 boxes, which represents maybe a 2-story building, but it doesn't because, well, this is actually a flat map. This is like a top-down view. So I don't know what it represents. 2 fields, maybe. Doesn't matter. It's art. It's mystery. Mystery. Okay. So, we got the art out of the way. I actually have to wash my brush. One moment. You guys can already tell what we're going to work on next. Well, maybe you can't. But I can help. You guys can tell what we're going to work on next. Maybe you can't. I can help. Oh, invalid argument. I need to empty this water real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so what are we working on next? We could import that map, but it's disappeared so many times, and I've imported it so many times on stream, and that's not what the stream is about. The title of the stream is not a mystery. We all know what the title of the stream is because you can see it on the title. I actually don't know what the title is, but it's something like robots. Roboters. We're gonna make robots, guys. That's what we're making. No, it's we're working on robots, maybe. There's the robot. Is there a card here that helps with robots? So that's the MMO card. That's the Linux distro card, that's the NVIDIA card, that's the map card. So it's in the deck of cards right there. Invalid argument. No audio. Those are the number of frames that this webcam has captured right there. That's the power of... I think that's the number of frames. I don't know. I don't know why there are 2 numbers and they're both showing the same thing, but it looks like the number of frames. Okay, one moment, I have to show you something. He just rolled over. That was something worthy of the stream. kind of cool to see the HackMatrix laptop right now. You can see exactly what's going on already. Okay, like we said, we're doing robots today. We are doing the robots. So what does that mean? Well, we've got new stuff. We have imported new stuff. We have new stuff. There is new stuff that has been imported. There's new stuff. New apt get new stuff. New stuff. There is new stuff imported into HackMatrix Studio. You can see the paint. See if I can make it visible enough you see it. I'd have to probably do it on the screen or the camera itself. So like I said, we have new stuff. And we have to integrate it. Look how messy and chaotic that is. Look at the freaking chaos. So much chaos. Cable management. Okay, so we need to take that and metabolize it. And string it across that space. And get the light. That's the goal. We want these green pixels. We want these gray pixels, that black square, we want that to be green. That's the target. At least for now. So let's go do that. It's a pretty easy goal, actually. Okay. So like I said, chaos and feet. And put some shoes on. Okay, we are back with some victory-inducing Nikes, which is Greek for victory, and something that's completely meaningless, I think. I don't think that has any real meaning. Adidas means nothing as far as I know. Okay, so the first thing. Okay, so the button is absolutely required, I think, to get the green light on the robot to light up. This activates and deactivates the sort of the power voltage. The power voltage. It activates the motor power, the high voltage in the bot. It's basically a relay. It's pretty easy to connect. Let's do that. Instability. Oh wow, that's actually really unstable because it's not like nailed down or anything, it's just held down by weight, and I totally forgot about that. Hold on. Okay, perfect. Near stability, that's actually a great shot too, look at that. Look at that, guys. Okay, before we attach the stop button, let me press it. Before we attach the stop button, let's it's actually, you actually have to press it to deactivate it. So it's activated right now. So that would turn it green if it were connected and there were power. But we want to talk, to chat. And so we're going to put a stop to our engineering efforts. A stop, and we're going to go to chat. Whoa. We're going to put a stop to Colin's engineering efforts and go to chat. I guess people know what that means. Let's go to chat. Let's go. Let's see if there's any chat. Any chat. Oh, we've got some chat. Cows say dragon. There's a dragon? That's cool. Where you want to take this project? What's the end goal? Just curious. I'm not sure if this person is here, but if they are, let's see, what's the end goal? I don't know, man. I'm having a lot of fun with it. No, so I think for me, I just want my own, like, free system that I built, or, you know, that I have control and knowledge of, control over, or that sort of, like, I understand at least. I like Linux. I want to see it as an MMO, so I've got big plans. I've got big plans for the HackMatrix. Gonna take it really far. We're gonna take it to Mars, dude. We're gonna go to New York. Definitely gonna go to New York with the HackMatrix. All right. So where am I going now? We're going back to the robot. So like I said, we are going to put a stop. Just kidding. Put a stop to the lack of green light on that robot, which we can't see anymore due to the angle of the webcam there. I moved the webcam to get closer. That's fine. So let's go put this emergency stop button onto the robot, shall we? Okay, so the robot has it's sort of clamped down right now. So let me take the clamp off. This clamp's kind of cool. Oh, it's attached. So I actually have to pull it off this way, and you can see the clamp down there. So let me place this here. Move this up so I can see it. Oh jeez. See if we can get a perfect balance. There we go. Okay, so this simply just attaches right here. I think there's a direction, and I found it. Okay, I may ask, once you attach it, do you have to screw it in? The answer is maybe, if you want. Or if you want the ability to just yoink the cable as opposed to pressing the button, it does the exact same thing, actually. So, I mean, they can give you a button, but why don't they just give you a pull cable? It's so much cheaper. Just the emergency cable, you know, you just pull it. That's such an expensive design choice. Give you a full fucking button, and it's heavy too, and it's so fucking bulky. Dude, I just want an emergency stop tap. Oh yeah, it's probably probably more intuitive to just pull it. It's like bop it. Were you a bop it or a pull it? Yeah. It's less expensive to ship this. Look how much material is even put into this. What is it? Hard plastic and some screws and so much, man. We have now moved back. The button has been added. It's probably easier to see everything if I drop this here. So yeah, just bear with me, I'm working on the best shots here. It's a little weird. Okay. It's kind of weird to see, like, why is the lamp up like that? It's like what people would think. Hey, look, I don't think it's actually possible to zoom in on that enough, but you can see that let's see if I can, how close I can get to it. It's pretty difficult to maintain because I have to continue to look at it as I get closer. There we go. You can see the penguin, 2 penguins. I can move that penguin. Okay, anyways. Okay, so the next thing that we need for the robot, I need to take this and I move back over to the loading dock here. We want to power the thing, so that's what the big block on the bottom right is. So let's go get that and the other power supply cable thing. I don't know what this is called, but I'll show it to you. maybe I will show it to you. I don't have it here. Let's go back to the jam here. Oh, we're done with chat. We're done with chat, guys. We're done with chat, back to engineering, back to power. We're done with chat, back to loading dock. Okay, that's not what I wanted to say, but you get the gist. Okay. I have no idea how this looks on camera because it feels goofy. Okay, so here's the power cable. That's the connector type. It's like the PSU style power supply. It's literally just a direct connector for this. You don't need to plug it in and lick it. Okay, so I'm just going to move this slightly. Okay, and so you can see that we have made progress with that. Some progress, I can't even find it. I can't see it. It's just going to need the symbol on it. Go back. And let me show you the progress. You can see, if you see my red mouse, I'm moving it from the penguin now to the blue pillow, down to the brown dirt, and now to the robot. And you can see the blue light there. It's sort of a white light. apologize. We are taking a momentary break, but I guess I can hang out behind the... Oh. Okay, so I've lost mouse control for some reason. I mean, you can obviously still see my mouse on screen. I just don't know why I can't go back to non-mouse mode. I'll get it in a moment. For now, you just have to deal with the translate movements. I can't whip it now. Okay, so we've got the bot powered up. The next thing we need to do is get a router deployed. So there's no... I think my phone has like an internal firewall or something. So if I use my phone as a router, I can't actually find the host for the bot. So this is going to be extra complicated because the HackMatrix that you see here, I would have to do some fancy networking stuff where I used Wi-Fi, which is what it's using now to stream, and then try to log in to the robot without Wi-Fi. So what I think I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to use the second HackMatrix laptop, which I can connect to the router without disrupting the stream, and then I can just point the webcam at it or something. You should be able to see what I'm doing on that laptop. It's not super complex to control the robot anyways. And maybe I'll film a short of me feeding my dog with the robot. Okay, let's go and change the message. And then we'll go to chat actually. Working on getting robot software booted and HackMatrix laptop logged into the bot via he said dragon was one, so let's try dragon. Let's see. Oh man, it looks cool though. Oh wow. Okay, I like that. That's cool. That's yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay. Working on getting HackMatrix software booted and HackMatrix laptop logged in. So there's a Raspberry Pi on the robot, and so that has OpenSSH. We can log into it. One moment, please. Taking a break. So each of these say figures have their own purpose. They should develop characters and personalities of their own in HackMatrix. That would be interesting. So I think I thought of a good answer for that person in chat. He said, "Where you want to take the project? What's the end goal? Just curious." And I think I found an answer, or an easy way to answer. Not an answer, just a way to answer it for you, or answer the question on the stream. To give you an answer that I think would work. Answers your question. Okay, so let me show you the answer. So these cards here, this is the HackMatrix design board. There goes the basically the modem that powers the stream. I just had to do that. That was pretty difficult. You can see how close to the edge the feet are. So this is the design board, and it actually does seem a little difficult to see what's going on. I can bring them closer, I guess. So this one's easy to see. It says MMO. Let me get a better view on this. The diagonal of everything is making it more difficult for me to understand the movement of everything. It's also lowering the resolution. So this is just brainstorming stuff. Could sell USB stacked with ETH. By that, I don't think I meant ETH. I think I meant an ETH-based MMO coin. Here's another one, which is pretty imminent. This is sort of the focus of the past flurry of maybe month of streaming. Or maybe this is the culmination of that. The Linux distro. It says Crypto Academy. If it's Crypto Academy, it's more Cryptography Academy. Also, I love the lighting that just created. Well, that's not so good, but... Okay. So that release is imminent, along with NVIDIA and the Wayland port. The Linux distro has its own sort of D&D character token, which is the USB that the distro will be installed on. So this project is motivated by some design principles. from like a variety of books that I read. So right now, one of the main one of the main design principles is this D&D book. Or, I say principles. The D&D book sort of embodies a principle that we don't really have to get into right now. But, let me flip it over. There we go. So it says castles and crowns. I want to rip the top off that so people know that there's something in it. It's not just trash down there. Put this trash in the trash bin. So there's an entire design deck of many, many cards. You can see how thick this is. So the current play, which is, I'm actually sort of treating this almost as a card game, a design card game. It's kind of a fun system. So like the top card here, which this is a deck, but there's also keep in mind I'm making these rules up. But there's also a hand. So there's a deck and a hand. That's actually some hilarious terminology. Who in the card realm thought that up? Anyway, so the hand is full of things that might not get played in this play. Where this play is like a certain goal that I set. So what's currently in play, you didn't ask for current, but the Linux distro is currently in play, and it has a token. This is currently in play, and this is the map, which I'm making a digital replica of. Two, actually. So I'm making a low-res digital replica of it, and then a high-res one. So we're in the high-res one, basically. In this cave in the forest, basically. It's changed a bit on the copy of this in HackMatrix itself. Whoa. Oh, I was like, how did that happen? That was crazy. Dude, that totally broke my brain for a second. It twisted. You're not going to be able to see it, I guess. Anyways, voxels are in play. Open protocol, Zen, I've meditated in this, but there's a few game mechanics and things that are in play. One of which is the one we're working on right now, which is this. Which is I want to make videos of nth day of my dog getting trained by a robot. I have a few of those videos, but we're making the robot again. So that's what we're working on right now. We're making that robot again. We're setting it up again. Okay, I need to set up the router now. Okay, so there's the router. So what are we doing with the router? So I need to get the router power. I need to get Ethernet to the robot. I need to get probably the DHCP server booted up, which I have. I'm using it as a mousepad. Maybe I'll continue DHCP server mousepad, guys. How does a DHCP server mousepad sound like? Does that sound weird? Is a DHCP server plus AI agent mousepad? How about that? It's like there's like this USB, maybe like rubber ducky or something that like acts as a keyboard, and you can do like text injection with a like just keyboard, like fake keyboard. Imagine if it was like AI powered keyboard injection. It's like, or like your mouse device is literally just like GPU powered AI neural networks. And that's the mouse. That's how that's what's interfacing with the other computer as your mouse. An AI agent as driver, as mouse driver. I'm just making stuff up, but it was funny because my mouse pad was is the DHCP server, or I guess was, or it was my mouse pad. This because it's a robot stream. It's a little more dynamic stream, so it's not my mouse pad at the moment. But it will be, maybe. Anyways, it needs to get powered up and connected to the router, but let's get power to it first. Oh. So I forgot to film. So this is what I'm going to pick up, the power box with the DC power supply, and then the AC sort of like thick cable, whatever those two things are called. Okay, I have obtained those. Oy vey. Okay. So that now has power, and then I can just run the power under board and everything else. So I have to yeet the cable into there. That will work. The pull it out the other side. There's a brick. Of course I would face a brick. Hardest challenge you could face. I'll show you the conundrum I'm facing here. No. I'm losing it, guys. I'm losing it. Okay, so that box, let's see, hold on. Why is this so tangled up? Okay, so that box, that black box there that you see, that really close to the light. That box has the longest pre-DC converter cable, and so that's going to go straight into the outlet in the back, maybe. So let's do that. So we're going to connect to the outlet behind the bike. Oh, wait, I have to unplug it first. Okay, let's plug this one in. This goes to the robot arm. So I unplugged it and we have to plug it back. Okay, that was a success. Now it looks a little janky because it's like caught up on the handle, but it's not as janky as it seems. And that's because I can move the box and release pressure on the handle or the pedal here. I think I pulled on it a bit too hard, but it's still transmitting power to the robot. And I did sort of tug on the connector. That's not ideal. But this is life. Okay, I'm going to take a look at chat on my phone. That's probably a good way to take a look at chat, actually. So let's see if anybody's... Am I even live? Oh no! I'm not live. Okay, I am live. I'm still live. I'm still live, guys. If this UI were refined a bit more with an Apple-style Pro version and solid Linux compatibility, it could seriously become a second GNOME. In that case, I would be your #1 fan. Well, cool. Scap King says, GNOME. I see you're using GNOME. I'm a KDE fan myself. Old habits, they die hard. Need to turn on some more music. Perhaps. I need to turn on some more music. It's 2 a.m. though, so. But it is a Friday. I think I need to control my volume slightly, but I still don't know. I don't have enough sense and gauge of how loud it is around my house. I need to put noise sensors around the house to detect how loud I can be without like crossing, social moray boundaries. It's like having people get upset with me and stuff. Let's see. Oh, I was looking at music, not YouTube. You guys can't see what I'm doing because I have my phone. But... Okay, cool. So you're using GNOME. I'm more of a HackMatrix fan myself. Bruh. Okay, what are we doing now? So I set up AceMagic HackBox. It's actually called AceMagic. Read it. AceMagic. And a clan of factions. I would like to have, I don't know, houses or clans or something. At least in my MMO. Maybe not in the window manager itself, that would be kind of weird. It's just sort of an MMO thing, hold on. Are you guys ready to pay an MMO subscription? That's why this is in the deck. I think this is pretty sus. I like the Guild Wars model more. At least I did when I was a kid, So this might just be torn up or something, or drawn over or something, I don't know. Uh-oh, this one would be sick, dude. I wanna, hack the iPad. How sick would that be if I could, hack the iPad? And just, get a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse and... Specifically, if I could keep the iPad OS so I could launch HackMatrix in the iPad. And, dude, if I could get it to launch, iOS apps in HackMatrix, that would be the sickest shit, dude. Okay, so this should power up, but I want to get the... I think this actually has to be connected via Ethernet to the router, maybe. Maybe it doesn't, but I think it probably does. So let's do that. Okay, so before we do that, we have kind of a cable spanning problem. So both the robot at the moment and the DHCP server / mouse pad needs to be connected via Ethernet, which means that I have to place the router in a place that works well for that. So we have to figure that out. Okay, so we're running into the same problem we had before, which is that we need another power outlet. We're maxed. And the router needs to be running, I think. As far as I know. Let's see if I can unplug something. It's probably going to have to be a light. Or I can get an extension cable and plug the router in via an extension cable, which is kind of hilarious. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run an extension cable just to plug in that router. Okay, so we should have a light router. We do. Sorry about the camera, guys. Still getting the hang of this stuff. I'm still learning how to become a streamer. Still don't know yet. Still haven't figured it out, bros. Broskies. Do you know what a streamer is? Broskies? Yeah, I know what a streamer is because I'm a streamer. Yeah. I know what a streamer is because I know what a streamer is because I am a streamer. Alright, 0. Alright, 0. No one likes the robotics stream. No one, and it's actually just like 2 a.m. Maybe that's why. It's pretty early. These physical streams are pretty draining. I have to get up and walk around. Maybe I'll just chill for a bit. How does that sound, guys? rising star of Linux. The one and only Linux MMO. HackMatrix, not Ubuntu. It actually might be Ubuntu. Who knows, bros? Who knows, bros? Boom. I feel like I'm so far away from getting that robot connected. Like insanely far away. Okay, so I guess the next thing to do is to boot the DHCP server. So we should see some lights on that too. Okay, we're live with that. Okay, so like I said, the main problem is that my phone... Okay, so I will have to show on webcam either I'll have to show on webcam, this is actually perfect, the HackMatrix HP, which is the clunky AF non-streaming HackMatrix, or, and as far as I know, there were no viewers at the moment, so it's not like I'm going to, cut anybody off. Yep, no viewers at the moment. Or I can finish this stream at a more opportune time when I can be a little bit louder. And when I'm not as tired. And so I suppose what I could do is tomorrow I could try to get the, I don't really want to do this, it's kind of annoying, but tomorrow I can try to get HackMatrix on the TP-Link router and get that connected to my phone. And so that way I will be on the full network for, all the robotics stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we need anyways. HackMatrix is not going to work without that mostly. Or, what else could I do? I could try to use, like, some sort of SSH bridge across multiple networks. Because right now I'm basically just using SSH and HTTP, so I could forward those. I don't know if I'm going to do any of that. I think I just want this to all run on a local network, maybe from now. Because that's what I know how to set up. But I do think using some sort of like SSH relay is probably a good idea too. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to stop the stream. And we'll pick this back up when I'm not maybe quite as tired, or maybe just after I connect to the connect to the TP-Link, or there's a number of things. It may just be tomorrow. Anyways, that has been a robotics HackMatrix stream. So, adios.